what's going on, everyone? This is your boy Vic from Trading Academy and Investments. Hey, so a lot of you have been waiting for this video. The time has come. It's here. Let's talk about HIMS and HERS, right? So again, this is nothing but technical aspect. As far as how I read the charts, no fundamentals here. However, fundamentals, we might actually need your help. Actually, we got, earnings report coming in the next 5 days. Hopefully that will give us a boost. But today we're going to go ahead and talk about what I see on the 4-hour, the daily, and the weekly. That will kind of give you an idea how things can quickly change and the perspective on whether we're out of the woods yet. What am I looking at? What am I waiting for, etc. Right? So 4-hour time frame, guys. So all for the past, since 24 January, right? The market has been moving, leaving its gaps, right? So right here between the 25 and the 26, left the gap, comes back, fills that gap. Sure enough, it continues to make more gaps here. The market comes up. I was waiting for a pullback to fill this. I think I actually called this this price out 432 a couple weeks ago, whatnot, and it just continued to make gaps. And like the last gap it made was, I think it was this one, and I was just waiting for this market to come down. I think I told people to look out for that $4.61 for them to kind of load up. If you were thinking about getting into HIMS and getting some more shares, that to me was kind of like the price to where actually you could load up. At least that's what I did. So right now, right, so the 4-hour time frame, based off market structure, guys, it's not looking very good, especially this, right? But I want you to guys see how I'm looking at the market right now. So I'm trying to remain very optimistic, right? So the market, this is kind of a slight pullback, right? The market is trying to pull back. I saw a lot of you say, hey, the market is really fighting with that $5 range. Yes, you know why? Because of this candle right here. This is the resistance area. In order for this market to continue to go higher, we need to break this right here. So when you look at the higher time frames, there's a lot of noise right now. So it's hard to tell, at least for those that are not experienced when it comes to technical analysis and how the market moves. We all know the market moves in waves. Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell, hey, why are we stuck? Why can't we break that $5 mark? And well, guys, this is the answer right here. It's this candle right here. Okay. And so to eliminate some of that noise, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go up to the daily time frame in just a sec, right? But what I'm looking at, right, I actually thought right here, and I had this marked, and I'll show you the daily time frame in a second. I was like, well, maybe we'll just close this gap and we're ready to go up, right? Well, it just so happens I'm predicting right now that tomorrow is actually going to be a green day for us. I'm hoping there's no gap whatsoever. That would actually be a really, really good sign, right? So the market, let me go ahead and actually delete this so you guys can see what I'm talking about. The market comes here, right? I look for these nice and impulse moves, right? So the market moves up. I look for my first opposing candle, my first red candle, and I put that zone there, right? And it just so happens when, just like typical market structure, the market goes up, comes back down, goes up, comes back down, market's creating new waves, right? New higher highs, higher lows. Well, the market will usually tend to come back to this opposing candle. The market bounced, and sure enough, it went up, right? It created a new higher high. Now the market came back down, but this is no longer a zone that I'm worried about. My new zone is this one right here, right? The new higher low. So if this is my new zone, well, then that means that the market comes up. There's a gap. Yep, I'm watching. I'm hoping that this gap gets filled. Well, ladies and gentlemen, look where the candle actually closed today. And the most important thing is price. Where the actual candle closed. It went into the zone, and it kind of spiked back up slightly. That tells me, hey, that's it. The market just hit a speed bump, right? We're ready to bounce back up, right? So right now on the 4-hour time frame, at first it didn't look that great, But actually, this is a very, very good sign, and I'm actually hoping that we actually go bullish tomorrow. Hopefully, not creating any new gaps. We really must stay away from HIMS just creating these new gaps. I want to actually start filling up those gaps up top, right? So now to make things a little bit clearer, right? So if this is the new low, what does that mean? This means that this zone right here is now my new zone, right? So when tomorrow opens, guys, I'm making this prediction right now. When tomorrow opens, we should start going up, right? If we end up actually going lower, guys, that is not a good sign. I will tell you this right now, it is not a good sign for HIMS. We must stay up top. We must stay on top of this level, or not go underneath this level whatsoever. Okay? We must stay up there. Now, let's go into the higher time frames. I'm going to go ahead and delete this zone so it doesn't you don't see too much noise in the charts. Let's go up to the daily time frame. All right. So, remember what I said, right? Why can't we break this price? Why can't we break it? Like I said, look at it right there. All right, I know it's extending to the that rectangle is extending to the side, but so let me go ahead and change that to the brush, but it's right there. That's why we are struggling. We are struggling right now to break this price. So now, same concept, right? So if we use the same concept we just used as far as our zones, right? The first opposing candle to the move up, this one right here, right? This move right here. The market comes down, there you go. The market comes here, bounces back up. We create this high. The market comes back. Remember, first opposing candle. Now this is my zone. Well, guys, we're in it right now. Okay? Right? We're in it right now. We need this to start going up. As simple as that. We're still looking pretty good. And with earnings coming in 5 days, hopefully this will actually trigger the push that we need. And if we fall short, right, we come down here, this is where the fundamentals come in. Hopefully this will give us the boost that we need to actually break this price. Guys, if we break this price, we're going to struggle. Be prepared. We are going to be struggling with the next speed bump, which is this price right here, which I'm calling it right now, between 557 and 585. That's just how it is, guys, right? It's going to take some time. We know HIMS doesn't move that much. So it's going to take some time for the market to move. I got it. We want this to go up already. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Things are actually looking very well. Not looking so great on the weekly time frame, right? Because look at how big this zone is. If I go based off the same concept, the first opposing candle before the market starts going up, right? Look how big this zone is, right? So if I want to see this market, this HIMS and HERS for the long term, which is, you can see my prediction there, for the long term, we need to get up here. I expect a bounce. We're going to go back down here and then finally make our way up to close to the $8 range. But remember, I'm always talking about gaps. You won't see them on the weekly time frame. You have to go down to the daily. And when you go down to the daily, just look at this gap right here, $13. All right, this is beautiful. Look at this, $16. Guys, these are prices, $16.38. These are prices that eventually we will hit again. All right. There's no reason why. You guys, even though I told you this is more technical analysis, you guys have seen the reports. You've seen previous earnings compared to some of the other similar companies out there, right? HIMS and HERS is pretty much blowing everybody out of the water. All right. Look at this, $22. Right. We're going to get there. We must remain optimistic. We must be patient and nothing, guys. Hope this video helps. I will continue to give weekly updates. Just be patient. And like I always said on my messages, happy trading. Have a good night.